Hey guys, Kariba Bros here. First upload in, I don't know, since definitely before lockdown and the coronavirus and all that. Little update, I've moved into my own flat now, so I should be able to just record games and deck profiles at my own place rather than having to go to locals to have a place to record. So hopefully videos will come a bit more frequently. Obviously the new Speed Duel decks came out, so I'm just going to crack them open. This is obviously going to be a box opening video. There's going to be a thousand other like these on the internet. Deck profiles and some games coming soon in the next few days. So look forward to that, and let's just crack them open. So we'll start off with the best deck, which is obviously the Yugioh and Pegasus deck. This is the one that has DD Crow as a ultra rare reprint, which is I don't actually know how important it's going to be in this game, but it's a fairly decent reprint for normal Yu-Gi-Oh, even though DD Crow, I think, was reprinted in, is it Duel Devastator, like the side deck set. We got a little mat. Let's crack that open, shall we? Helps with the making the video longer. And just some filler time. Oh, sounds it's the same mat on both of them. Anything on the back? Yeah, list, bunch of other stuff. Rules, just chuck that to the side, get the actual deck out. Woo. And then also DD Crow on the back, and then for the Yugi deck, I believe it is, we get Advanced Ritual Art. This card's going to be really good. Relinquished, I think Relinquished, or Thousand Eyes Restrict, whatever you want to call it, will be the best deck of the format, if not the best, then definitely around there. So 60 cards in there, let's have a look at them. Got two different decks. Alright, that's the Yugi skill, that's the Pegasus divider. Right, we'll start off with the Pegasus stuff. So obviously DD Crow, very nice. Right, we've got two skill cards, we'll get to them in a minute. Right, move that. Right, Thousand Eyes Idol, so you're going to have to play this if you want to play Thousand Eyes Restrict. Just go through some of these. So really old Pegasus cards that came in like the first. These little cards all came in like the first starter deck Pegasus. Some of the new Toon cards, which they were able to give us, this is quite good. Now, it's going to be interesting to see how easy we can get Toon Dark Magician out to then bring out other Toons from his effect. I think the best way to play Toons is still literally just going to be playing like 3-2 Mermaid, 3 Mass Sorcerer, and 3 Gemini Elf, and playing it as some sort of control variant. And again, they are just, it's just the way Toons are, they're very susceptible to just dying from Toon World. Now, this is a reprint from one of the Legendary Duelist sets. I believe it came in rare, so that's alright. Sonic Bird's a very nice reprint, so it wasn't ultra rare in the set, and I think if you went on eBay, maybe about £9. I mean, Speed Duel in general is rather cheap, but £9 was one of the more expensive ultra rares, I think. Sonic Bird, very nice. Will play this. I don't even think you'll play this anymore, to be honest. If you're going to use the Pegasus skill, that can be used as a ritual art. Sorry, a ritual summon. You might not even play this. Another Djinn monster. What does this one do? Monster inflicts battle damage. Yeah. If your ritual monster that use this to ritual summon itself afflicts damage to the opponent, they'll discard a card. Not too sure how viable that'll be. Another Djinn, this one there, the one that was been reprinted, makes it unaffected by traps. Then we've got Boy Relinquished again, Black Illusion Ritual, Toon World, Table of Contents. So these have all been reprinted again. Toon Rollback, I believe was in the original starter deck. Polymerization, Fulfillment of Contract. Now, Toon Mask it's from one of the old Legendary Duelist sets, but I think it's the first time it's had a reprint, and it's first time Speed Duel. What's this one do? Target one face-up monster. If you control Toon World, target one face-up monster the opponent controls, summon one Toon monster from your deck. Oh, so this is a good way of bringing out Dark Magician if your opponent brings out a big monster. So you can just, if they have a big monster, you can bring out a big Toon monster. Would have been nice if they gave us Toon Ancient Gear Goal. Maybe we'll get that in the future if they go into GX. 7 Tools of the Bandit, that's a reprint. Dust Tornado is another nice reprint. This was a super rare and is seen played in a lot of side decks, and some people even main it. Shield Spear, just the worst reinforcements. Security Orb, decent reprint. Skill Successor, this is a very old card. I think this came out in that set with the first like Pendulum set with Odd Eyes, Dragon, whatever. 400 attack to the end of the turn, damage step, gains 800. Very meh. 1000 Eyes Restrict. Now, this is also good. These decks are also good if you want to play Goat, actually. There's a few good reprints. Speed Duel in general has had a few could go reprints. I was talking to my mates a while back when the game first came out, saying could we actually get like Metamorphosis, but no, I think that would just absolutely break the game now with 1,000 Eyes Restrict being in play. Right, so we've got the 2 skill cards of Pegasus. Right, we'll do the 2 Mayhem. First time each Tomb World in your spell and trap card zone would be destroyed. Each turn it is not destroyed. This is really underwhelming. I was really hoping we'd get like maybe Tomb Kingdom as a skill, or I don't know, just something else. I mean, the skill needed to protect Tomb World, which it does, but it could have done something else. So Toon Mayhem, and now this is the great one. So activate the skill card during your main phase. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card and use one of the following skills, but you cannot conduct your battle phase this turn. So this is like a really good balancing mechanic to this card. So the fact that you can bring out 1,000 Eyes, you can suck up their monster, but you can't attack with this turn. But that turn is, I don't know, it seems it's just a good way to balance it, I think. Ritual summon 1 relinquished monster from your hand by tributing a monster from your hand or field whose level is 1 or more. Also flip this card over. So that's what I mean. I don't think you'll actually play Sonic Bird anymore with this skill. I mean, you probably still could, but it's if you're gonna double suck them, where you could summon relinquished by using the ritual spell, then use this to fusion into 1,000 Eyes and then take their second monster. That could be interesting. The second effect, fusion summon 1,000 Eyes Restrict on your extra deck using the monsters from your hand or field as fusion materials. Also flip this card face over. So it does require us to play the brick in 1,000 Eyes Idol, but as I said, it's going to be interesting to see how the deck does. It does compete. So that's the Toon Mayhem one. I'm going to try and speed this up a bit. So onto the Yugi deck. Advanced Ritual Art is the Ultra. Dark Magician, Gaia, Curse of Dragon, Winged Dragon, Guardian of Fortress, Bead Warrior. A lot of like starter deck Yugi cards here. Silver Fang, Regeki combo. Giant Soldier of Stone, it's very good. Good 2k wall. Shadow Spectre, and I think this might be an OCG import. Charging Guy the Fierce Knight. This is quite nice. It can be normal summoned, where our tributed attack becomes 1900. If this card is tributed, you can add 1 Blackluster Soldier monster from your deck to your hand. That's once per turn. Senju, another good reprint. Helps us search ritual monster when it's summoned. Old Vindictive Magician, again, nice reprint. Karibo, Magician of Faith. Sphere Karibo, this is a very good reprint. Blackluster Soldier, obviously ritual spell. Polymerization again, Soul Release. Spell Shattering Arrow, destroy as many face-up spell cards your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, flip 500. I think this might have been played in like the Crush Card Cup in normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently on like SEMO or MBT's channel. This could be a decent reprint. Spiral Spear Strike, nice. The ultimate rare for this is gorgeous in normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Twister, Summoner's Art, this is a really good card. In Speed Duel, I really liked it when we got it reprinted in, I think it was like Speed Duel OTS 2. Fighting Spirit, White Elephant's Gift. I've not seen this card before. Once per turn during your end phase, reveal the bottom card of your deck and place it on the top of your deck or banish it face down. Okay, that's something. Backup Squad. Each time your opponent takes 1,000 or more damage by opponent's card effect. Each time you take 1,000 or more damage by your opponent's card effect or their monster's attack, draw 1 card. I don't think it's going to see play. It's a bit like Backup Squad and normal Yu-Gi-Oh, isn't it? Spellbinding Circle, Stall, Magic Jammer, nice. Although I think it's been reprinted maybe the 3rd time now. Eliminating the League. Discard 1 spell card and target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target, then look at your opponent's hand and send all cards in their hand with the same name as that destroyed card to the graveyard. So this could be very good against Moth Turbo, essentially. Guy the Dragon Champion, or Fusion, and Ritual of Black Mastery. Now this is basically the Blackluster Soldier equivalent of the 1,000 Eye skill. Activate this skill during your main phase while you control Blackluster Soldier or Magician of Black Chaos that you ritual summon this turn. While you control Blackluster Soldier, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's skill. Also, once per turn, if your opponent activates a trap card, draw 1 card immediately after it resolves. While you control Magician of Black Chaos, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's spell effects. Also, if your Magician of Black Chaos destroys an opponent's monster by battle, add 1 spell card from your graveyard to your hand. So I don't think this skill will unfortunately make either of the 2 decks that viable. Relinquished probably still will be the best ritual deck to play. And then onto the Knight of Legend. Activate the skill during your main phase. Each turn, 1 Guy the Fierce Knight you normal summon can be normal summoned without tributing. So that's pretty cool. Apply the following skill when you control Guy the Fierce Knight monster or a Guy the Dragon Champion. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict battle damage to your opponent once per turn. If it inflicts battle damage with this skill, draw 2 cards and discard 1. That's pretty cool. And then where are we? Oh, you cannot activate set cards in the spell and trap card zone. So yeah, I mean that's a decent balancing mechanic. I don't think Gaia will be great, but I mean that's a decent skill card. So that is the first deck. Move on to the second one. We are on 10 minutes. Probably should have done this as 2 separate videos, but oh well. Yeah, I'll definitely try and speed it up while I'm doing this one. There we go. Oh, Santa Claus. I remember when this came out on like the Christmas advent calendar 2 years ago, and it was like, I think it was the only way, I think Europe had it before America, and then it was immediately reprinted in some sort of stupid special edition. Absolute waste of a slot. Right, Santa Claus. You can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's side in defense position by attributing 1 monster they control. Article, it's basically just a kaiju for the format. If summoned this way once per turn during the end phase, you can draw 1 card. That's interesting. Right, so where are we? This is the core of the deck. So we've got Santa Claus, Dark Necrophilia, very nice card. I remember pulling this in the original pack when I was younger. I was very happy. Another OCG import. Yeah, this deck I think does have a lot of OCG imports, such as this one. If anyone ever played Forbidden Memories on PS1, if you're a Forbidden Memories collector, it's worth picking these up just for those cards alone. Earthbound Spirit, another OCG import. Divine Soldier. I remember reading the new cards online on the database, and not many of them stood out to me as being that good. Puppet Master, I think it gains like the attack of tributed monsters. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with this. While you control another fiend monster, negate the effects of flip monsters. That could be interesting. Prometheus, King of the Shadows, Lancer, Archfiend. The Mimic cards are going to be quite good. So obviously Dark Mimic level 1, flip and draw 1. And then this one, this destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, draw 1. If this card was special by the effect of Dark Mimic, draw 2 cards instead. So that might be interesting. Mask of Darkness, this was an ultra rare, very nice reprint. Mad Reloader, if this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do draw 2 cards, that's interesting. I mean, could be played in Relinquished actually, or maybe even Skull Servants, just feed the graveyard and draw. Sword of Destruction, Offerings to the Doom, this is very nice. Target 1 face-up monster in the field, destroy it, but also skip your next draw phase. So it's very good. We've got Destruction in this game that's also just balancing out, so you've got to like pay a cost. So we're probably not going to get MST anytime soon, but we have stuff like this. You can destroy your opponent's big threat, but in return you're just not drawing. Twister, again. Dark Eruption, Veil of Darkness, Allure of Darkness. I was very surprised to put this in the game. I think this only recently came into Duel Links, and Duel Links is basically, 3 years old. Very nice card, very good fit, just a nice reprint for normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. Creeping Darkness, banish 2 dark monsters from your graveyard, add a level 4 dark monster from your deck to your hand. Not too sure. I'm not too sure how great that will be in this game, but it seems alright. Zone of the Spirit, so we got a trap monster, so hopefully we might get Odeon soon in like the next structure deck, so we'll get some more trap monsters. Common Charity, Forceful Checkpoint, very nice reprint. This was an ultra rare. I like to play this at locals in my side deck. We get a lot of players playing like we get a lot of players playing decks such as Relinquished, and just it's just good for interruption. You get to see your hand knowledge, and you get to discard monster from the hand. In a conflict, activate the skill during your main phase. Once per duel, you can pay half your life points to take control of one monster the opponent controls until the end phase, but it cannot attack directly this turn. Now, this is basically just mind control, and I think this skill is going to be very relevant in and out of the format, or just in and out of Speed Duel as the game goes on. I do like this. And then into the darkness below, activate the skill during your main phase. Once per turn, you can discard 1 normal fiend monster, then use one of the following effects. Draw 1 card, also flip this card over. If you have 4 or more fiend monsters with different names in your graveyard, add 1 monster from your deck to your hand, also flip this card over. So you'd use this to add like Dark Necrophilia essentially. Right, onto the last deck, which is the Marek deck, which has Lava Golem, so look out for Stall being a potentially annoying deck during this format. Magical Stone Excavation, discard 2 cards, and then target 1 spell card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Lava Golem, very nice. Does still see play in Speed Duel. Not Speed Duel. In Duel Links. utilising some sort of Weevil skill. That. Brave Scissor, Melchick the Four-Faced Beast, Gilgarth, an 1800 beta, very nice. Another OCG import. Docker, I think this came Metal Raiders. Dark Lucius level 8, so obviously we have level 8, level 6, and level 4. It's going to be interesting to see if these are played much. I doubt it myself, but it could be cool. Once per turn during your standby phase, this card gains 700 attack. Legendary Fiend as a level 6, 2200 beta. Don't think it's going to see play. Bisa Shock, Help Mephier, Mephis the Infernal General, Lady Assailant of Flames, flip, banish top 3 cards of your deck, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. That's going to be interesting with burn and 30 card decks, so look out for this. Vias Des, Nudoria, Dark Geroid, obviously these cards were played in the anime. Drulago, Bowagain. I think this might already be in the game. I think this might be a reprint, but again, just another burn card. Once per turn during the standby phase, inflict 600 damage to the opponent. So look out for burn being like really annoying again this format. Tribute to the Doomed, great card. Discard one, destroy one monster on the field. Level up. So this will be cool. I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting Armed Dragon in Speed Duel if we get into GX and playing this. Just as a personal favourite. Creature Seizure. Each player gives control of one of their monsters, controller's choice. You must choose a face-up normal monster. So it's a bit like Creature Swap. Faustian. I'm not allowed to say that. Bargain. Target one special summon monster on either side of the field. Send it to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon one level 4 or lower normal monster from your hand. So, like, Vanilla Turbo could be cool quite again with this. So I was playing Vanilla Turbo, like level 3 Insect Turbo for a while. This could be interesting. Supply Squad, again, not too sure if we'll see it played much in this game. Hopefully, maybe in Soul. Rope of Life, another way to reborn normal monsters. Nightmare Whale, another burn card, does 500 damage during each of your standby phase to your opponent. Coffin Seller, each time a monster is sent to your opponent's graveyard, inflict 300 damage to the opponent. So many pattern cards. Metal Reflect Slime, very nice. Level 10, 0 attack, 3000 defense. So could be quite. People might play this just to stall the game out if their opponents are playing big beat sticks still, such as Ultimate Insect Moth, Ultimate Great Moth, whatever it's called. Prideful Roar. Never seen this before, but it's got a Monarch and Break on it. And then we've got the 2 skills. So we've got Shadow Reborn. Activate the skill during your main phase. Once per duel, you can pay half your life points to special summon one monster from either graveyard, but your opponent can take no battle damage this turn. So again, it's a nice drawback to the skill. So you can bring back one of your destroyed big guys, but obviously it just can't attack. Sorry, you can attack, but your opponent will take no damage this turn. Followed by Twisted Personality. Each time a player loses life points, place one counter on this card, maximum 3. Once per turn during your main phase, you can use one of the following skills. Remove 2 counters from this card to destroy one random card in your opponent's hand, and remove 3 counters from this card to destroy one face-up card your opponent controls. So, as I say, it's the first product we've had in a while, and it seems quite interesting. I am looking forward to playing locals with these decks, and looking forward to how the format shapes up. As I said, should be getting some deck profiles and games up pretty soon. So thanks for watching, look forward to the new videos, and please remember to like, comment and subscribe.